pleasure to show something that is a little bit more rare. And before that, on the wrist today, Seiko Transocean SPDC 039. Great piece. If you want to have a closer look, ask for a review and we'll have a look. Ta-da-da-da! Today I'm reviewing a Seiko that I bought from a vintage Seiko collector, I could say maybe. Has a lot of vintage Seikos. It is a treat. I've been sniping for this for a while and here it is. Put-on! It is Seiko Fieldmaster, aka field tuna, land tuna, depending on your particular persuasion, but tuna indeed. It comes with only this double-breasted leather strap that they developed for this particular model, and it has been worn out by the previous owners, so it's just sitting in the box. Maybe I'll order a new one at some point, but my lord, does the color suck. It sucks pretty bad, so no hurry in ordering in a replacement one. It comes with a nice typical Seiko wide stainless buckle with a spring bar. It is calf leather, yeah, so pretty comfy to wear. What my seller has fitted in and fits great is a strap code hexad, and that's a magic trick because the Fieldmaster has a 21mm lock width. That sucks pretty bad and narrows down the choices quite a lot. But file down 1mm from a strap that a lot of Seikoholics like, hexad or other strap cord or Miltat bracelets, anything goes. And this one takes them all pretty well as long as it's straight-ended. That's pretty good. To the watch itself, pretty chunky. Shroud extremities almost 48, 47.3 I guess, times 48 depending on where you measure it, and 13.7 thickness. Chunky piece, but those of you who have owned a tuna, it rests below its actual numbers because the bracelet allows straight down direction like this, so lug to lug is fairly comfortable, wears really nicely. 6 or 15 inside, so -15 plus 25 accuracy, 20 bar waterproof, anti-magnetic, 4800 is it amperes per meter, Gauss, whatever, don't know. 126 grams, screw back that has the land to air emergency codes in there. If I can get this to focus someday. Yeah, there they are. You can ask for food or say that the landing is safe or everything's okay, medical emergency or whatever. So signaling signs there. Simple compass with a rotating bezel. I'll talk to you about that a little bit later. 23 joules, hacking, hand winding, automatic, sapphire glass, flat one, which falls nicely under the bezel itself. And yeah, Lumibright AR on the inside. Good stuff. Bezel insert aluminum, bicolor, so southern hemisphere is in silver, northern is in black. And have a look at the finish of the indices. Pretty damn sweet. Nice dial and applied Seiko logo. Hence it's a land model, not a diver. In divers the logo is printed. This one is applied. And why is that? If in a diver the logo would be applied, there is a risk of these letters coming off the dial and possibly wedging between the hands and the dial itself. Great edges of the indices, well polished. Allow the hands, typical Seiko hands. And a plethora of different finishes on the watch. So considering the price bracket originally of this watch, it is amazing what they've done for this one. So polished is the baseline, so the case is polished. The shroud is brushed beautifully vertically. The edge of the shroud seems somehow frosted, and so is the surrounding area of the S in the crown, a little bit frosted. The countersinking of the crown into the shroud, frosted, and the top side. So what the hell in this price range? The screws of the shroud in this one are replaced. There was a hex head and now it's Torx, which is a good little mod by the previous owner. Now you can actually be sure you get them out when you need to. Don't mess the head. Let the head mess you. And what else can I tell you? Great piece, very unique, very rare. I've never seen this live before. I was actually meeting the guy to buy this, and it is a stunner. Quite in the same finish category as the Transocean that I had. It doesn't quite beat that because there are some fancy details in that one, but it sure is pretty great. And compass bezel, I said, and you ask what the hell is that? Well, it is a functionality where you can approximate the directions roughly when you point. Well, at least you have to place the watch vertically to the ground, point the hour hand to the sun, in this case that way, and then if you're on the northern hemisphere, you try to turn the S of the bezel between the hour hand and the 12 o'clock position, and then you have south, north, west, east. If you're on the southern hemisphere, you take the black side of the bezel and do the same, and you have the south pointing the other way. Just approximation, hour hand to the sun, and we're in Finland, so S between the midday and the hour hand, and south is there, pretending that the sun is coming from there. So, how do you feel about that? I'm pretty psyched. I have now a very, very unique tuna in my collection. I was missing a tuna, because for some mad reason I sold my 23629 tuna to a buddy who needed one. Shout out to Nico. And now I had a place for this beauty. Pretty psyched about that. And the basic mumbo jumbo regarding if you like the video, there is no hassle, but I would appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe button, tell your friends and family and your grandmother and your son-in-law and your sister and your creepy uncle that there's a great watch feed called Watchgambit, and there are some pretty unique pieces reviewed there. I try to keep it in rare, in micro brands, in hopefully in something you haven't seen before, and I appreciate all the support I can get, and even the shitty comments like, yeah, well, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for something totally different. See you in the next video. Bye bye.